Hey, what's up? KJ here. I'm just going to talk a little bit about equipment and doing stuff to maximize whatever activity is you're trying to do. So, one of the easiest ones is the subjugator set for Street Forces. I'm actually going to, or planning to, upgrade that and that to the Vanquisher set because they increase the experience you get from hitting Street Forces. And right now they're maxed out at 20 each. So the Vanquisher set gives you, excuse me, 20% each. And that's what I'm maxed out at on the Subjugator. So when I get those, I should be able to augment them up to 40% each. And I won't have to hit as many Street Forces to get the experience. And hopefully, I'm pretty sure it increases the family reputation that I get too. So we'll see later. Anyway, so the whole point about having a subjugator set and augmenting it the way I did was that if you click on the, where's it at? Sorry, I was looking for the button to turn on the pen or marker. If you hit that button, the exclamation mark in the top right corner, you can see what your stats are with your current equipment. And because it's Criminal Enterprise for the Street Forces set, I'm looking for this. So I'll be able to not only hit Street Forces and get a lot more experience, my street op speed is pretty good. And what that looks like is I'm 21 miles away, and I have enough T10 bikers or also T12 bikers to make this happen pretty quickly. So it says 5 seconds at 21 miles away, and my crime ops is about that fast. It's so fast that when it returns, it doesn't even make a line. That's new. Anyway, my Ricky Bobby set is because if I want to go fast and I'm not hitting Street Forces, I use this set for a couple things. One is to hit mercenaries because I can hit them a lot faster. Like this guy, well, he's only 7 miles away, but I think that's pretty quick for mercenary ops. And that's without like choosing, well, let me see. Because I did set up presets for, yeah, that's not that fast. I think if I, where's he at? He increases mercenary op speed. He's probably right up here at the top. Yep, there he is. Rodrigo.
Greatness, don't forget your roots.
Not really a discernible difference visually. But I also use this set when I start my gathering, meaning if I'm pretty far away. If you hear background noise, it's just melted snow like dripping. I'm outside smoking something. Yeah, so when I want to set up a gather, I try to have my equipment ready, and I already have my Godfather ring for gathering set up. So what I do is I make sure that everything that I have set up for gathering is ready, and then I will send a preset formation so that it's able to defend itself, and then I have preset vigilantes that increase gathering speed, and then I maximize that. Yeah, I can be too careful. And then I send it because it's going to take my troops 10 minutes to get there, which I might speed up 1 or 2 times. But if I just do it on a gathering set, hopefully nobody takes it.
Things
it's going to take twice as long. So I set it up to go fast. And as long as you change your equipment back to gathering, and it's... He doesn't know what he's talking about. And as long as you have your equipment set up for gathering, pardon me, you'll see the gathering speed when it gets there in 30 seconds. The only reason I really used all those speed ups is because I'm not really editing savvy and all of my videos are one take. Anyway, when that gets there, you'll see the gathering speed that it has. Compared to the gathering speed. And it's important that I use... That's Korean. I have no idea what she's saying. I'm not that kind of Korean. It's important that I use these two vigilantes because I have them set up to be to have the exact same gathering speed as the other crime ops that I sent out earlier. So that's arrived, and just because of the way. I'm not gonna make y'all wait. But that was sent out with gathering equipment set up. So you will see that this is gathering at 428 pieces of cargo an hour, 428,000. And this one should be about the same, 428. Yeah, ish. Anyway, so you can get your ops to their gathering locations a lot faster if you use your high crime op speed equipment, which I don't know if I showed it. It's going to be right here in crew capabilities. My crime op speed, well, with my gathering set is 353%. But if I go to my Ricky Bobby set, my crime op speed should be in the 800s. Yeah, 850%. So it's significantly faster. We'll get you there in over twice the speed, and it's just really advantageous to have for gathering and for hitting mercenaries, because mercenary ops are really slow, but crime op speed helps that. And yeah, that's what that set's for. My gathering set I made because every piece except the boots increases crew load. And crew load just means that you can send fewer troops, or that they'll just gather more if you equip this set when attacking a farm or someone else's mansion and you know it's empty. And I can prove that with a battle report from when I was hitting someone else's farm, which I did with permission. I got 82.7 million cash on that hit. And I got this from somebody that I traded attacks with in Vegas. And they let me hit their farms, and it was amazing. I got a lot of resources. And just a really bunch of good guys and girls from Rod clan. I can't remember what city they're in, but there's a couple, a husband and a wife, and then their clan leader. They all worked with me to get some kills and increase my score in Vegas, and And then they gave me a bunch of resources for it. So I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So that's the kind of result you can have if you have the crew load set that I have, or whatever you want to make up for yourself. There's no crew load on any footwear or boots or shoes or anything. So I just use the Subjugator boots, which I'm probably going to change all of my gathering stuff to the Terrorizer boots because I don't use them for anything. I don't think. Nah, not really. I was using them for their healing speed, but I've since made other equipment for that. Attacky stuff, that's just my Warlord set that I made from one piece of Massacre that I made from buying one pack and developing one gold Massacre piece, roughly. I mean, I did start out making some more before I thought about it, and I got one piece of Massacre at gold, or 2 pieces to gold, I think, and then realized that I could do the same thing with Dominant and Warlord. So I got 1 piece to gold. The simpler way would be to get 1 piece of Massacre to gold. Whenever they have that sale where you buy 2 packs and get 1 free, to enhance your piece of Massacre to Dominant, do that. And then when that sale comes back around, you can enhance that 1 piece of Dominant to Warlord. And then you cry a little bit and dismantle that piece of Warlord down to the gems and the special gems and the blueprints that you'll get. And then you can make the 6 pieces of Warlord just like you did the Massacre. It just takes a lot longer because you're not going from level... you're not synthesizing equipment to level 30. You're synthesizing it to level 40. I like the Godfather's coat more so than the knife or the gun because you get defense along with... let me take some of the stuff off of there. You get defense along with attack and increased crime ops capacity. You don't get as much crime ops capacity as you do with the gun, but I feel like the turn wounded into losses and solo turf attacks is a wasted stat that I'm not going to use in general day-to-day, like tournament or the slammer or in real estate or in other activities where you're not really causing any losses for your opponent. So I just feel like the Godfather's code is better. So I augment that to as much as I can. And my stats will look like... Change it to this and this. I'll talk a little bit about Season Mastery later. But my Warlord set, with my equipment, with my Vigilantes, with everything else, that's what my stats are. You know, before Vigilantes come into play, like the active skills that I use, or that I have. Production and construction. I have some sets that I use for multiple purposes. I just have to switch out a couple pieces. I should just have this as a production/construction set, since primarily it's all production equipment. Which I think that's actually what... Yeah. I might have to switch it to... Well, whatever. Anyway, so this is my production set. And this is what I use for my production set because I use the gold quality ring for gathering because of the increased crew load and the... Well, just because it's better to have one for gathering and one for production. So I have my orange quality Godfather ring on my production set. And the variable attributes that I have are geared towards production. I do have this for gathering gold, which I hardly do, so I might change that. But, yeah. Production, I use this because it's one of the few pieces that increases cash production. I've also, with this production set, I've tried to use emblems that increase resource production. So those are the emblems I have currently. For some reason, these production emblems are harder to get, so they're not as high as on my gathering set, which I'll go back and show you in a sec. Yeah. Those 2 pieces are better than the kingpin pieces for production, and you only need 2 kingpin pieces, I believe, to get a set buff. The wristwatch for the kingpin is cash production. The kingpin shirt boosts cargo production, arms, and metal. And of course the tidal wave. And what it looks like here, when I get down to resources, these numbers are going to be different than what's on my gathering set, but I'll go back and show those in a sec too. So those are my production numbers. If I go back to my gathering set, my production numbers will be lower, but my gathering speed will be way higher. So, oh, right. Had to change the leadership skills and season mastery skills. So you'll see accurate numbers. This Alright, a more accurate depiction of my actual gathering speed. 652% in cargo, 664 in gathering speed for cash, 630 for arms, and 633 for metal. And that's included with the investment center and whatever other ways I could invest in to increase my gathering speed. But I do have all level 6 emblems for gathering on every single piece of gathering equipment, to include the Godfather's piece. Like I said, I'm probably going to go back and change this piece to the Terrorizer boots or something else. One thing I am planning on doing is taking, I believe, this massacre piece and enhancing it to a dominant piece, dismantling so that I can make the dominant boots, which are the only footwear that gives you a crime op speed buff. And it's pretty significant. 24%. So I will add those to my Go Fast or Ricky Bobby set. I don't know if you've seen Talladega Nights. I know this is an international community. Anyway, Ricky Bobby says, I want to go fast. So that's the set I use when I want to go fast. And the emblems on these aren't really all that important because I don't have a problem defeating level 4 mercenaries. I might start using different emblems on this set so that I can carry out faster attacks on other mansions or whatever, because my stats are decent without any equipment. So yeah, my Go Fast set. Training is just another set that I have. It's just Kingpin, but if you look, I actually have 2 Kingpin shirts. One I use for training, the other for production, because you can only get 4 emblems on a piece of equipment. And if I have 4 pieces of production on something, like here, I can enhance my training speed or capacity. So I thought it would just be better to make a second Kingpin shirt, along with a second set of Kingpin trousers, and a second set of Kingpin boots. So, with I'm not peeing, I swear to God, that's just snow melting. I changed my leadership skills and my season mastery skills, and I go in And look, my overall training speed is 306%. And then you could see the individual training speeds. One thing I do is I use the Godslayer for T9 and T10 training. If for some reason I lose a lot of T8s, I will go in and, or T7s, I'll go in and select Mad Max for T7 and below troops. And then if I'm training T8s, I will change it to the Death Row. But if you don't have the Godslayer, the Queen is actually really close for T9 and T10. Yeah, so that's my Kingpin set for training. And then I have my Healy Investi set, which a lot of these pieces are good for investment speed. I changed from the healing set and I decided to make a piece of this equipment for the investment speed that it offers, which is better than anything else below it. And I had the blueprint, so I said, why not? So I've got that for investment. I changed it to a Kingpin wristwatch. I don't have a second one of those yet, but the ultra formal tuxedo pants and the healing speed on these shoes. And I use my main roadster that I use for attacking because I put all my my armaments are gold level on this piece, or on this roadster. So it gives me pretty good stat buffs to include investment speed. It gives me like 45.3% investment speed. So that's what I use for that. I don't have to augment this because it won't change anything. This is just the piece that I use to throw investing speed, or I'm sorry, investment cost emblems onto, and wounded capacity, because I also use this piece if I'm trying to accrue wounded for, like, say, migration. I'll talk about that in another video. Anyway, so this is what I use for investment. And if I'm just healing, I will activate the original set, which doesn't have the M7 Shanker. But there are no weapon pieces, like second weapon pieces, that increase healing speed. So it doesn't really matter what's there. That does healing speed. And these sets will evolve. Like, if it's advantageous and easier, or somewhat easy for me to invest in a level 43 piece of equipment, I'll do that. But I won't invest that kind of time and resources, including gems and checks and blah, 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 unless there's a huge advantage. Which, for the shoes, I doubt there's going to be, because that gives you like 103% healing speed. But yeah, my healing... That water's getting really loud. I don't know if you can even hear it. I'm using my earbuds that I got for myself for my birthday to make this video. So I gotta listen to it before I post it. Make sure you can actually hear me well. And I'm not making too many noises or whatever. Yeah, so... I think... Yeah, it's all the same. So with this, my healing speed... I think that's going to be under Criminal Enterprise as well. Yeah. It makes my healing speed 691%. In Season Mastery Skills, I didn't invest too much into lowering the cost of the amount of resources required to heal, because of this little guy right here. You click on that exclamation mark. This attribute's limit is 50%. Any surplus will not take effect. So I'm already 33% higher. I'm just wasting 33% healing cost. in somewhere. So what I didn't do was in my season mastery was activate this, because even without it, I'm still wasting 33%. Yeah, those are my sets. So if you want to increase the speed or lower the cost of resources for something, these are sets you may want to take a look at. Oh, I didn't really cover the construction. And just like with the massacre piece, you can buy one pack of the construction and cry a little bit and synthesize a lot, or cry a lot and synthesize a lot to make a construction set. And there's no Godfather piece that increases anything or decreases anything about construction, so I don't really worry about that. And I don't do construction all that often because all my buildings are level 5 or Elite 5, except for my mansion, which is Elite 6, and my diner right now, which is like Elite 5.8. Again, I go back to my main Roadster because that's got level 6 armaments on it to include building speed. And I will change my leadership skills and my season mastery skills. And you can see, well, you can't really see it there, but take a look. And then I will go here and change everything to training. So there's no construction pieces up there at all. The only advantage I'll have is leadership skills and season mastery skills. So you can actually see the difference. This is without the construction set, 115 million cargo, 12 million ammo, 1.8 million metal. With the construction set, you save over 10 million cargo, 400,000-ish, 440,000-ish ammo, and no metal difference, it seems. Oh well.
Even if they're made of iron and steel.
But yeah, so there are advantages to having multiple pieces of equipment and trying to have a piece of equipment in each spot for each distinct activity that you're going to do. So if you got any questions or comments or can tell me how to improve my stuff, please let me know. And like and subscribe and tell your friends. Thanks. Have a good one.